What's up, y'all? Jeremiah with ADF, and we are super pumped. We just got our first eSprinter off the truck a couple days ago. We're gonna go around this thing, do a quick first look at it, see what changed, what's new, and what exciting things we have to look forward to with this new future sprinter, the eSprinter. All right, so starting at the front of the eSprinter, we have our charging point built into the grill. The Mercedes logo will pop open. It gives ample access for level 1, level 2, and level 3 fast charging ports. So we do have fast charging DC direct capabilities on this vehicle. The stock van is gonna come with a 50 kilowatt per hour DC fast charge. This one's got the upgraded fast charge package. So I can charge this thing with 113 kilowatts of DC fast charging power. Should give me about 80% charge in about an hour or so. Probably around 250, 260 miles of range. This is a rear wheel drive only. There's no all wheel drive option out there. Hopefully yet, hopefully they'll bring it over. This has got the upgraded 150 kilowatt rear drive high performance motor. The standard is gonna be a 100 kilowatt motor. The eSprinter is built on the 170 chassis. That is the only option at this point. There will be a 144 later with a smaller battery and a little bit more limited range. Outside the van, nothing is different. They actually fit all the batteries and all the electronic components on the same shell. So it's completely identical on the inside to your normal 170. All of our body stampings, our window cutouts, everything is identical. The one thing that is different is gonna be our access to things through the floor. So our battery pack starts about at the B pillar and is gonna work all the way back to about the rear axle, and the whole underbody is completely taken up with those battery pack modules. So no drill zones, pretty much the whole center of the van. So that is gonna change what we can put on the floor, where we mount it, and how we mount it. All right, so the first batch of these eSprinters, all have been optioned with a mandatory partition from the factory. We can pop that thing out, no big deal whatsoever. They did add that nice luxury paneling to the front side of this partition though, just to kind of try to dampen some of the noises, because since it's an electric vehicle, you don't have that diesel rumble anymore. You hear a lot of everything. So they're trying to do whatever they can to dampen noises up in that front cockpit area. This van weighs in bone stock right around 7,000 pounds with a little change. Our GVWR is 9,340. So we have about a 2,300 pound payload capacity of what we can add to this van. All right, as far as suspension is concerned, the front end remains unchanged. We're still a transverse leaf with a strut setup, but the back is completely different. If you look in the back here, let's take a look underneath it. We have a composite leaf spring. The 150 kilowatt motor sits right in the center of this axle back here. From the rear axle back is almost nearly identical to the normal 170 Sprinter. We still have our spare tire cage underneath. Frame rails remain unchanged. Everything is identical to your standard 170, including the optional tow hitch. All right, moving the front, kind of comical. Still have a fuel door. Maybe we'll find something creative to do with that, but that's just, we find that a little funny. Had a nice little laugh about that one on an eSprinter. Under the hood of the eSprinter, a lot of stuff remains unchanged, obviously minus the engine. So we still have our same braking system, that's not changed at all. Windshield washer system, completely the same. Coolant system the same. Air intakes for the front, air conditioning, we're not completely identical. We have some like the high voltage equipment, and obviously all this orange cabling signaling that is a high voltage wire. And we have 80 amps of power that we can draw from the vehicle's chassis battery into an auxiliary power source. So, all right, this van was optionally upgraded with a few kind of nicer features: LED headlights, fog lights with the cornering function, leather wrapped steering wheel, vinyl or leatherette seats up front, seat heaters, heated steering wheel. There are a few optional upgrades that aren't necessities to this van, but we did upgrade to ours for that purpose, just to make it a little bit nicer to start. Our initial first look of the driver's compartment, not a lot has changed from the standard Sprinter. We still have like our normal kind of dash, 10.25 inch screen up here. AC controls, all the multimedia controls are all identical as far as our buttons are concerned. We did get a bit of an update with the user interface, an eSprinter tab, which gives you our charging preferences and kind of what rate we're charging at, where our battery's at, our potential range, and then different charging modes. So we have an extra button down here below the stop-start button, which is going to change between eco, comfort, or maximum range driving modes. Up top, while this isn't unique to the eSprinter, this one we did option up with a digital rear view mirror. An incredibly nice feature to have. We can change the angle, the brightness, and give a digital display of what's going on behind us and essentially emulate what a normal rear view mirror would be. On the front, we still have our kind of floppy paddle gear shifters here, but instead of gear shifters, they control the amount of regen braking that the van does, and they're going to change the intensity of that regeneration. The more I hit the plus, the more the van is going to easily coast. The more I hit the minus, the more it's going to apply that regenerative braking. All right, so there you have it with the eSprinter. You notice a lot has not changed, and that's on purpose. We want it to be as comfortable as we're used to with the Sprinter chassis. If you're interested in an eSprinter for yourself, your business, how you can upfit it to fit your needs, reach out to us, sales@ADF. We're more than happy to design a special eSprinter upfit just for you and discuss how an electric vehicle will fit your business, your needs, or your personal lifestyle.